Hello there, everyone. How are we doing? I hope we're all doing really well. You joined me here at a very neat little airport off the side of I-4. I saw this on my trip to Universal this weekend, so I wanted to fly out of here. It's only grass strips, but the airport is called Fantasy of Flight. And it's a neat little airport. We're then going to fly Fantasy of Flight. We're going to fly to a smaller airport next to Lake Okeechobee called Indian Town. We're then going to fly Indian Town to Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood International. We're gonna stop there. Probably do a little. Might do a touch and go. Never know. And then we're gonna fly to. I was initially planning on TNT, but we might change that for another little airport. We might go to Key Largo. I think that'd be neat to go to. So we'll set that as an origin, a destination. Let's see. Should take us about, I don't know, an hour or so to do it. All VFR. See, the weather's looking pretty great, so it should be pretty good overall. Let's go ahead and get ready to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull the covers off out here. Don't have the chocks on, we just pushed it back. Don't know why we didn't have the covers off in the hangar, but oh well. Let's go ahead and climb in. Oh, let me crouch. Never mind, I'll just do it. Alright. There we go. Control lock is removed. Let's go ahead and get everything set how we want it. Alrighty then. Coming down. Let's go ahead and put our nav beacon light on. Let's throw the battery master on. Check fuel quantities. Do we have any tip tanks? Yeah, we'll go ahead and empty those. Quantities are checked. Flaps are up. Gears down. Just showing degree and good. Battery light off. Let's go ahead and fix our fuel load really quickly. Let's see, total. Our route is 200 nautical miles. So let's take. We want plenty of extra. We'll take 25 gallons on each side. Just take plenty of extra. Let us give us some fun. You know what? Give me 1 second, guys. I need to fix something really quickly. You know what? I can actually. Because I don't know where to put that. So, here's what we'll do. We'll split you. I don't even know. No, that's not. That looks awful. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, everyone, I am back. We've got that fixed. I needed to get. I use my iPhone to read chat, so I get my phone, I pull the live stream up, and I actually read chat as it comes in, do the live stream. But I didn't have my phone, so I couldn't read. Kind of important. Kind of the whole point to this, right? Okay, we're back. All right, we'll do the walk around now. Coming out. We'll start at the. Yes. All right, so we checked the alternator belt. I don't know if you can see it. That's how we do in the Cessna. You can see there's no visible damage to the props. It's actually pretty clean today. It's gonna get a little dirty after the dirt strips. Pita tubes are unblocked. The lights are intact. And moving free and correct. See that? You can see the trim tab as we move it. Fairly neat. Ups are retracted. We can't sump fuel, so I won't even bother. Elevators moving free and correct. We're gonna come to the vertical stabilizer. Good. Great. Perfect. PITA and static ports, static ports are unblocked. Flaps are up. Ailerons are checked. Good. Went over. The nav light is intact. Good. Weather pod is on board, and there's no other damage to our repeater static vents. There's nothing else I can really check, so we will leave it as that. Let's go ahead and get into the cockpit here. Hands are checklist. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and begin our before start. Seatbelts and harnesses are locked. Sorry, seats are in the. I don't know. I don't really like including that because usually, like, we don't have something like that in the Cessna, so we don't. Seatbelts, harnesses, just unlocked. Parking brake is set. All avionics are off. The circuit breakers are on the right side in, and on the left side in. Landing gear handle is in the down position. Our flaps are up. Cow flap is open. Lights and switches. Nav beacon light on. Leave the strobe off right now. Fuel selector valve is on the left side. They're equivalent. We're going to go battery switch on. Alternator switches on. Let's get the door closed. We'll crack the window. The quantity indicators are expected. All right, we're going to go mixture full rich. Propeller full. Throttle full open. We're going to go to high for 3 seconds. Watch the fuel. Peak, good. Back to low, or off. We're going to go throttle. 1/4 of an inch. Clear. Not sure if I damaged the prop or not. We need to see. All right, I'm going to stop the starter for just a second. I think I have some damage to the prop. But yes, let's go ahead and really quickly, I'm just going to repair starter, recharge battery, and repair engine because I had something happen. I was flying around and I went left for dinner, left the plane running, and yeah. Oops. All right, 1/4 of an inch. You're clear on front. There we go. All right, bring it up to 1,200 RPM. Perfection. Good. All right. Engine instruments. Oil pressure is in the green. Oil temp will come up. EG temp's fine. Everything else looking normal. Our power's off. All alternators are on, and engine indications were checked. Good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go avionics on. We'll put the AC blower to low. Really don't put it to low. We'll get the cabin heat on just a bit. We'll close our window. Coming down. As soon as test. Looking good. Current altimeter is going to be using Winter Haven. It's the closest. 3010. 3010 is set. Okay. Cool. Our departure today, we're going to be flying heading 140. They're about. Good. And I'll set the heading to that as well. Set the course for 140. Set the heading 140. Give me a neat strip. I think this is also a dirt strip. Grass strip. So that'll be cool. I love flying the grass strips. Alright. There we go. Bring it over. Okay, sweet. Alright, coming down. Everything else is fine. Lights are set. Instruments are set for right now. And the heat's fine. Coming up, instruments normal. Bus load is good. Set trim down to the 3 for takeoff. Aileron trim is neutral. Cow flap open. Good. Enter. We're not gonna use flight directors today. Oh, that reminds me. Let's set 3,000. Let's go 5,000. You know, it is a little bit longer. We'll go to 7,500. We'll play it by ear. It should be good. And coming up, we'll do the walk radar test. 1,200 is correct. It's fine. Good. 3010. That sweet. And everything is looking fine. Like one last time. Good. Shouldn't need oxygen today, but it is in the green, just fine. Walk radar test is good. Back to on. Flight plan today. We're departing from. Where are we departing from? I don't know if it's gonna have it. Foxtrot Alpha 08. Yeah. Cool. And then we're going to... We're then going to be heading to... Come on. X-ray 58. Yep. X-ray 58. No. X-ray 58. The Indian town. Enter. Cool. And then we'll worry about the rest when we get there. Awesome. I could set in what we're gonna do, but we're just gonna fly there. We'll then we'll land. Probably need to come to a full stop. Doesn't look to be. How long is the runway? I know it's third, but how long is it? Let's see. The runway is going to be 6,300. Oh, we'll do a touch and go. We'll then fly on a 170 heading down to Fort Lauderdale. Land at Fort Lauderdale, and then we'll head down to Ocean Reef Club private strip there. Cool. All right. Well, we'll see how we're feeling then. We might continue down. I don't know. Promises. All right, looking good. Okay, before taxi checklist, we'll go ahead. Parking brake release. Do the brakes. Set up just a bit. Brakes test. Good. Brakes working well. Avionics are on, and we'll go ahead and put the taxi light on. Even we really don't necessarily need it. All right, you want to be holding that nose all the way back since it is soft field today, and since we started moving, we do not want to stop moving. Do a run up, which we can actually do the run up here because this should be concrete. It's supposed to be, at least. Would be. All right. I'll go ahead and come to a stop here for a minute. Let's do a run up and then we'll taxi out for departure. Because if I'm not mistaken, we turn left. This is our strip right here. Yeah, down there. Cool. All right. Before takeoff, seatbelts, shoulder harnesses are checked. Parking brake is set. Radios are fine. Instruments were checked. Reminds me, do the enunciator test. I did not do it. Good. And yeah, we'll do the flight director test quickly. Instruments are checked and set. Meter is stabilized. Yeah. Oops. Continuing on. Auxiliary fuel pump is off. Throttle up to 1700 RPM. 17. High. There we go. We'll go 2 clicks left. Right mag. Get about 100, 125. 2 clicks right. 1 click left. About 125. Same. Back to both. Good. Trim is set. Aileron trim is set. Flaps are up. Doors are closed. Windows closed. We'll do the flight controls check. Pull left. Pull right. Yeah. Pull up. Pull down. Let me check. Pull up again. 1 second. Good. Pull left. Pull right. Back. Flight controls are free and correct. Mixture is full rich, and we'll go ahead, get off the brakes here and get rolling and get ready for takeoff. Remember, rotate at 70, hold that nose back. As we get ready for takeoff here, let's go strobe light on. We'll go ahead, take taxi light off, throw the landing light on, even though we don't necessarily need it. We will not be on the brakes today since you really do not want to come to a stop while in taxi on this short field. We'll just begin to roll. If you come to a stop, you could get stuck. Even though there is no published soft field technique for the Bonanza, what I could see, unlike the Cessna. So it's really like each pilot does it a little differently, but generally you don't want to come to stop. Alrighty. Get the AC door closed. Got our set. 70, rotate, start. Let speed build up here. I'm away. Go gear up. Great. Alright, I got something I gotta fix really quickly. Good. because that is not feeling good whatsoever. Feels a lot better. There's one more thing to change. 0. Alright. Sorry to fix the setting. They changed it. Don't like it. Clear left. Start a left-hand turn. We're stepping on that ball. And getting on that 140 heading here. We need to turn a little more than 140 initially to get back onto it. Looking good. And 170. We're going to climb above this little layer here. What's the temp? That's really high. Going to close that. Get the AC blower to high. Get the cabin heat off. So it starts to cool a little bit better. Let's get back down to about 100. About 100's pretty much our V-wire best rate. This angle is 92. Fine. Temperature is looking fine. Power is set. Mixture is set as well. Cool. Looking good. We're climbing out to 7,500 feet. Get more climb out. Yeah, we're climbing really well. Step on that ball. Sure, I'm on that ball. We'll go ahead and intercept that direct course right there. We can actually just about turn to now. So we'll go enter. Looking good. Coming through 5 here shortly. Yeah, so it's doing something kind of weird. And I didn't know if it was going to just change the setting in my MOSA profile because I wanted to see if it would work well. Did not. Would not recommend. Highly do not recommend, actually, I should say. 69%. Actually, I want to confirm that, so I'll check it later. Okay, getting back on that 140 here. What's the one what do they want? 139? Yeah, so 140. They're about. Oh, climbing through 6,000. 6,500, one to go. Go ahead and start lowering that nose down. And see, we're looking pretty good. We're well above that little layer. Small little layer. Even though it's reporting clear skies. Get throttle back to 25 on the manifold pressure. Making nice easy corrections. We can level off here nicely at 500 feet. Level it out nicely, but let me try to change setting back really quickly. I'll go back to here, expert, force feedback compatible. It does feel feels really freaking stiff, but I think it feels a little bit better. I don't know. I need to play with it a little more. Looking good. You were on that nav course pretty much perfectly here. Even though we're just flying VFR. Can't hurt to have. You got it. Why not use it, right? Alright, I'm going to set the autopilot here because I kind of actually want to read up on this and see what it actually does. So, 1 second, everybody. Axis. Why is it oscillating? That's why. Well, there's our answer right there. We can't use that because it oscillates when you do that. But then it does that when you let go, which is not cool. So, yeah. I think part of the issue is just the Bonanza think it's just a bug. Maybe there's, like I said, maybe there's a update necessary. That throttle pretty much go forward. Flight director off, just keep her flying here. Looking good. Okay, so there's your answer. Can't use that? Because it causes a nice little oscillation. At least in the Bonanza. We're going to lean a little bit here for cruise. We really don't need to cruise. We will set the cow flap will come closed. I will do the cruise check. Closed, power set, mixture is lean. Was leaned. Set fuel flow. What do we want a fuel flow of? Slowest I can get it to. Just below 20 then. We're all set. Cruising a bit fast here, but that is a-okay with me. It's very smooth today. So you can see some of our lakes out here. It's looking good as usual. Love flying in Florida. They're great. No mountains, really. There's really nothing to stress about, worry about. Okay, let's go ahead and switch our tanks here. Start the timer. See, we burned a little more in that left tank than we did right tank. That's okay. See how far out we are. About 80 miles. Looking good. Head in the general direction. Go ahead and get back a little bit on that course, just a little better. We're really not looking bad. Is that an airport up ahead? Appears so. Straight ahead. Yeah, it is. You can see, yeah, Lake Okeechobee will be right next to it. I've actually never seen Lake Okeechobee before. I'll have to fly next to it someday in the Cessna. So out here, I would say it's fairly unpopulated. Probably cruise around at 500. Hey, Aviation Geek, how are you doing? Aviation Geek, did you say member? That's kind of... Welcome to Captain. Aviation Geek, did you buy a membership or how? What? Oh man, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, but you didn't have to. I thank you so much. So, I really appreciate that. But again, you don't have to by just showing up. It's all the support you need. But thank you so much. Wow, dude, that's really nice of you. Thank you so much. Let's see where we're... Woo, 72, looking good. Thank you so much again. I mean, it's just, that's crazy. Okay, I like this screen a lot. Look at this. So it shows your ground speed doing 203 over the ground. It's pretty good. 70 tracking. We're getting our track back on course here. We leveled out here pretty nicely though. It was good. It was good to be leveled out. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn back to the track, the course here. Tracking direct to our airport. Left-hand turn. There we go. Looking good. Don't want to climb too much here. Great, looking good. Back down to 500. Wow. Again, thank you so much, Aviation Geek. And it's set for 140. Looking good. Just cruising here, nice and smooth there. I'm hoping that we can fly the 7.3 again. My videography, as you guys know, is not very good, but we try to work on it here. Try to improve it. See, I love when it's trimmed out because it's just one hand, just small little inputs. Bruh. Yeah, we're cruising really well here. How much should we burn? 20 gallons an hour? How much do we have? 22 size. Yeah, not bad. Yeah. We'll probably want to get it down to probably about 15. An hour, honestly. Probably get down even more, but yeah, it's probably fine right there. Keep throttle full. Just bring RPMs down. There we go. I think that's pretty leaned out right there. The flight's going well. You know, takeoff. I had a little quirk happened with my Yoke. I was changing some settings around, but figured it out. I got a brand new Yoke for Christmas. It's actually the Moza AY210, and what's cool about Aviation Geek is it's force feedback. So when I'll show you. If I turn the autopilot on, I didn't have it on. I'll put the altitude hold. You can see, well, you can see, but the Yoke actually moves with the plane. So as it makes inputs and changes. So I can see what we're looking at. Yeah, so as you can see, this is the best I can do. But if I go heading mode, and it's going to turn a little bit, you see how the Yoke moves? So it corresponds to what's going on in the game, which is pretty neat. I really like it. It's still a new technology, but I think it makes it even cooler, honestly. Keep the rudder there. Then it does this weird little thing where it pulls up like crazy. So I really got to I'm trying to figure out what to do to stop it. So it's like, maybe if I just hold steadfast and not let it move too much. Nope, still did it. Let's see if we bust the altitude. Nope, didn't bust. Cool. Yeah, so that it does that, but I think that's more so this plane more so than representative of the Yoke. Just the way the plane does it. I don't know why. Wish I did. No clue though. See, 54 miles still to go. So we're gonna land at this little airport and then fly to the next little airport. Just keep bouncing around these airports. Which actually, we fly here, stop. We might actually load into the 7.3 and do a 7.3 flight. Might try that out. See how it goes. Then I don't know if I'm gonna have the issue still that I was having. So that would be, we'd have to gamble a little bit. All right, let's flip our tank since they're about even now. Restart. I'll do about 10 minutes on each, 15 minutes each side. Keep flight director off. See, we're tracking very nicely here. Look at that plane, just looking beautiful. Beautiful as always. I love the Bonanzers. I hope they make a V-tail Bonanza. Can't wait. Those things are so sweet. The G36, I believe, if I remember correctly. No. Wrong plane. Oh, it's just a Beechcraft Bonanza. Yeah, I like the Bonanzers. They're fast. Just the Bonanza. Bonanza. All right. They're expecting us 15 minutes till we land. So let's go here. We'll take X-ray 58. We'll go 1,000 feet. I can't adjust 8 MSLR ratio, but that's okay. X58 is 30 feet of elevation, so we want to be at 1,000. Really 30 feet. 4 miles, and I'll make it like 2 miles before. Get over here. X58, good. Descending a little bit here, let's keep it climb up. Yes, and then, oops, come on. 58, enter. We'll descend 1,000 feet per minute. Kind of hard to do this and fly at the same time, but okay. Begin descent in 4 minutes. I want to see if we go back to nav. It'll tell us when to descend. No, that's all right. I mean, we know it's in 4. How long? 7 minutes. So 7 minutes from now, we'll begin to descend, and it'll pop up a message for us as well. Then you like begin descent now, something like that. Be right back. I will see you in a minute, Aviation Geek. Being so eager to climb plane. But being so eager. And these Bonanzas, like I said, these Bonanzas are slick and fast. They love to go fast. It's like a greyhound just yanking at that chain. He wants to go. All right, let's descend down, honestly, to 5,500 because we got this little layer coming up. We'll go down 5,500. We'll get some of the power back, about 15. We'll get the prop back to bottom, about 1,700 RPMs. We'll go bottom of the green as well, since we don't really need to descend immediately. So you can see this layer of haze. The reason why we can fly through that is because it does not totally obstruct our view. So we can see through that haze. We can fly through it. I mean, you can see through the haze, right? Our visibility is still pretty good with the haze, so I'm fine with it. We're going to increase that time before we need to descend, but that's just because we're getting down. So you can see on Bonanza here, we're getting pretty close to Lake Okeechobee. I feel a button incoming. What do you mean a button? Alright, let's go ahead and get prop back in. Let's get manifold pressure back in. Manifold pressure back to full, prop to about 25, level off here. 5,500. Good, 5,500 is where we're at. Back up to 5,500. Beautiful. It still doesn't look like we're low enough, so I'll go down to 3,500 just to play it safe. Can make us slower, but oh well. We'll go ahead and enrich the mixture a little bit here, just a little bit. Descent. Set cow flap is closed. Power required mixture is getting enriched as required. And we'll go pretty much just full enriched. I mean, there's honestly no reason to keep it. So let's get our throttle back though. Totally didn't think about doing that. So I was like, wait a second, why are we going down? That's why. I just went down. There's Lake Okeechobee. Alright, coming through 4,500. Maintaining our heading here. $1,500. You guys didn't know, under 3,000 you don't need to add 500, so 3,500, you go 2,000, 1,000, you don't go 1,500. Get a new direct in, check, direct track, 142, 500, good. Yeah, this fog is a little low, but that's alright. Remember, leveling off 3,500. Keep our prop up to 2,500. As we cruise again, we'll go ahead and clean out the fuel flow. To about 15 here. EGT's looking fine. We can really get lean quite a bit here. The reason why I say our EGT is fine is because as you lean the engine, the EGT rises. The fuel has a cooling effect upon the engine. I kind of thought it was counterintuitive, but and I thought about it, it made sense. It has a cooling effect, so as you start to get fuel out, you start to heat up. Governor, looking good. 25 miles from our airport. Yeah, looking good. I'm glad we descended through because it's a fairly thick layer right there. Not blue skies. Yeah, 2,200 few. Not seeing the few, but Doesn't constitute ceiling, by the way, as we know. We might have to drop down to 1,000 and really scud it in. Not scud running, but once we get to if we can get over to the coast after this, it should be fine. But for now, ground speed's 187, so we lost like 20 knots. But that's all right. Pattern altitude's gonna be 1,000. 3004. All right, we'll land runway 31. So we'll join the left pattern for it. We'll just enter the downwind. Straight in the downwind for 31. Remember, it's a grass strip, so here's the soft field landing technique. We're gonna land. We're gonna hold back that yoke. We're gonna hold back, nice and smooth. Kiss the ground on the mains. We're then gonna hold that nose off. Just hold the nose off. Gonna get heavy. We're gonna hold it off. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. Then as the nose starts to come down, let it come down, and then we're gonna give full aft aileron. We're not gonna elevator, not gonna stop. We're gonna bump flaps up, and then honestly we'll do a touch and go. Actually, I don't think that's a great idea. Yeah, we can. I just gotta remember to get the cow flap open. So on landing, make sure cow flap open, flaps up, and then we should be good. Yeah, fuel flow's pretty lean, but our EGT is fine. We're not damaging the engine, as you can see, so that's okay. The cabin temp's 53. Let's get a little cabin heater on. It's not excessively cold, but it's a little chilly. It's not the send out of 3,500 either. Looking good. You see Lake Okeechobee off our wing, the biggest lake in Florida. If I'm not, I believe you can cross the state to Lake Okeechobee. Don't quote me on that. I believe there's a waterway. I believe that if you take a boat all the way, there's rivers that connect you to both sides. Like you can take a boat. Don't quote me on that. Please let me know if I'm wrong. I appreciate it so I don't sound like a moron. But if I remember correctly, there's a way. Funny enough, I'm actually not very into boating. Yeah, we're getting close, but there's no real obstacles out here that would be an issue at 1,000. We can do it. It's not desirable. Is that safety is altitude, right? Altitude is safety. Higher up you are, usually less likely you are to hit something. You have more time if something goes wrong. But I can't let's through the clouds either, so what do you do? What do I do? Go down. Looking great though. Where is it? I don't know if they have it on here. It should be straight ahead. Straight ahead. Indian Town. There we go. So you can see this is the strip we're landing on. That's it. I'm not sure. Let me check. We're going to X50. Indian Town. It's grass, but it says it's good grass, so that's a good sign. Very good sign. Message, begin descent. Okay. I'll wait a minute till we get a little closer. How far are we? 10 miles? Alright, I'll begin descent down now. Let's get throttle and full pressure back. Let's keep RPMs. Wait, man, full pressure all the way back. Begin our descent now. Don't want to come in hot like the Bonanzas like to. Love to come in fast. If the Bonanza could, it would always come in fast. I've found. It's just such a sleek plane. It just loves to just fly. Yeah, so we're pretty much heading straight in for only 1-3, the track we're on, which is cool. Except for we're going to land 3-1. So we'll do almost like a circling. We're going to sidestep to the right. So I'd make the call. Indian Rivers, November 362 Romeo Mike is approaching from the northwest. Entering for the downwind runway 31, Indian River traffic. Something like that. Down to 1,000 feet. We like to round down here in aviation. 1,000, actually 1,030 is going to be our pattern altitude, but are you going to nail 1,030 or are you going to nail 1,000? The answer is 1,000, right? Zephyr Hills is 1,070. You're going to fly 1,070, you're going to fly 1,100. 1,100, a little easier to see. 8 miles out. It's just going to be a long grass strip in front of us. Now, I find grass strips kind of difficult to find in 20 in Microsoft Flight Simulator, period. But it's certainly going to be fun. Come into one. Now, we're going to be slow adding power here because, like I said, we don't want this to be too high. We are below the landing gear extension speed, which is good. Let's slow down a little bit. Okay, I think I found our field. Oh, that didn't feel great. Or we could nearly fly. It wouldn't be necessarily a teardrop because that would be on the downwind. Yeah, that's enrich fully for landing. Our flap is closed. Ease up on our descent rate here slightly. With throttle full RPMs. We'll keep that throttle, the manifold pressure back. Actually, I will keep that throttle back as well because it won't help us slow down really any. And we'll level out here for 1,000 feet. Alright, looking good. Speed's pretty decent here. Go ahead and keep our altitude. We'll switch our tanks for landing for the fullest tank. Here. 1,000 feet, looking good. 2.8 miles. Here we go. This is going to be our strip. We're going to sidestep to the right here. Indian Town, November 362 Romeo Mike, entering the downwind runway 31, Indian River. Left downwind for 31, there is not a right pattern. We already checked, which is good. Gotta make sure I can bust a check right. Just ask me how I know. I need somebody that busted their check right for that. It's pretty easy to find the info. You look for it, but okay. All right. Go ahead. Like I said, it's kind of a weird entry to the downwind. Square it up now. Okie dokie smoky. 1,000. Actually at 1,020. Pretty close. Full wing level here. We're gonna go gear down. Left to right, gear down. We're gonna go ahead and get that AC door closed. Temps are high, so cabin heat all the way in. We're gonna go flaps down to 1, start our descent down about 500 feet per minute. Make sure we don't close ourselves in too much here. Keep letting that airspeed come down. More throttle out. Again, these Bonanzas are sleek and fast, so we're doglegging just a bit here. So let's make sure we extend out enough. And we'll go ahead and start the turn for final. Clear left. We're way tight, aren't we? No, we're not. We're looking fine. We're getting a little low here, so let's go ahead. Get the second notch. Let's get our landing flaps in. Checklist time. Landing lights on, flaps are down, gear set, mixture and fuel are both, mixture and prop are both fully in. Got our landing point selected. Coming through 500, it's actually looking to be a really great pattern. Got those power lines in sight, on level for base. And slower down, about to 80. And got our landing point in sight. Turn to final, ending reverse, number 362 Romeo Mike, turning final, runway 31. Very good. Looking good. Why is it that? Good. Looks like a little bit of a left-right crosswind, but really not significant. Landing area. Throttle or idle. Now we're just going to hold that nose off. It looks like a very slight crosswind, if any. And flare it on. Nice and easy. Hold it back. Good. Touchdown. Holding that nose back. Alright, flaps up. We'll go ahead, cow flap open. Get this. Press set. Get takeoff trim back to takeoff position. Rotate. Pause the rate. He's coming away. Climbing up. Okay, let's get our trim set. Trim set back to the normal position. And off we go. Cool. Clear right, clear to left. About 120. I don't know if that was totally proper touch and go, but that felt pretty good. It's so annoying it's doing that. Clear to the right. It's like slipping. It's not the yoke, I think. Again, I think it's the plane doing it, but we're gonna go up to 6,000 now. We're going to go direct to Kilo Foxtrot Lima. Activate, enter. Left hand, right hand turn all the way around. Keep going out way faster than what we're doing. We're heading to the east still, so we'll go up. I don't really want to climb much more right this second. Little hole to our right. These are just, these clouds. Actually, no, let's go to the left here. Better hole to the left. These clouds are so thin, you can see right through them. Don't really need to worry about flying through them too much. We'll just climb above this ceiling here. Hopefully we can find a hole on the way back, but if not, we got lots of fuel. We got lots of options. Plenty of options. Alright, climbing out. Close that cow flap. Climb away. I think it was. We're filling turbulence. I'll bring this down to like 45. It's down to 20. There we go. I think that's better. Keep that turning as we're climbing out. We're climbing out very nicely. Didn't even have full power. Good. Alright, so extending up just a bit. Let's head out to the left still. I don't want to crap ourselves in. We'll go up a little higher. We'll go to like 11,000 feet here. Keep climbing. 120 is a nice speed. Yeah, we might stop at Fort Lauderdale. Overall, that was a pretty good pattern. Let's see, what was the landing rate there? Was negative 46. Nice. That's a pretty good one. Pretty good landing rate for GA. 70 degrees in the cabin temp. We'll get a little bit in as we keep climbing up. We're climbing through 7,000. Again, we're climbing really nicely here. Whoops. I hit my yoke back. Goes up trim. stepping on that ball. Don't want to get lazy. Okie dokie. Keep flying out to the left here. It's gonna increase our distance a little bit, but it's gonna make it a little easier on us since we're going to be higher above clouds here. Let our speed come back to about 100. Is a fairly decent climb out. So hold. That's kind of cool. Just going through all the different settings and Logitech stuff really quickly. Cool. Look at this climb angle, 15 degrees. Holding 15 degrees is pretty neat. Yep, coming up to 11,100. Let's go up to 13 because we're still not above all these clouds yet, but we're getting there. Okay, let's get that new direct indirect. Activate, yep. Let's go ahead and throw the oxygen on since we're going to be above 12,500. Oxygen's coming on. What's your temps looking like? 75? That's perfect right there. You know, 75 is like the perfect temperature. And leveling out for 13,000. Okay, we can go ahead and turn direct to Fort Lauderdale. Now, we'll go activate. It's fairly safe to do so now. Leveling out for 1,300. We'll keep throttling for a bit as we continue to... Oh, just let our speed build up. Nose up, down trim today. That's alright. They see more than others. Looking good. Actually, we should be at 13,500. We're flying VFR. Sorry. So used to flying IFR. I was like, yeah, right here. So wait a second. I need to go up just a bit more. Just a wee bit more. Alright, 13,500. Just trying to adjust the track here. So we want to set about there. Right about here. Good. Just about 180, roughly. So southern heading. Alright, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get the prop back. We'll get fuel flow adjusted. Watch that EGT. EGT is a little high. But we can lean. Ooh, not that much. Not that much. I just watched that fly all the way back. I was like, oh. We get about 10 gallons an hour. Sweet. And as we're going direct to Fort Lauderdale. Lauderdale Hollywood International. Awesome. Now I could put the autopilot on, but what's the fun in that? I mean, look how smooth the air is right now. Plus, we got it all trimmed out. That's basically an autopilot. Let's see how long's our flight been so far. So far we've been flying for... Buster altitude. Checking something. That I wasn't checking when we were flying. Go to the right slightly. A little bit more of a pocket. can still probably see, yeah, you can still probably see Lake Okeechobee out there. All the way out there. ASRB. You know what? I have not. That's the, honestly, I'm bad at, I totally, but, hold on, let me put that. I'll have to make that the next GA stream, so like I said, I totally apologize. That's the GA, that's the private airport you go to, right? Or I call it private, but it's the municipal airport you go to, right? The smaller, where all the private jets fly into. The GA planes you were recording. This is our volume control. I actually have Garmin 450, I think it is, and the Cessna I fly. Kinda neat. Nice. All right, we'll go ahead and switch our tanks here. Start the timer. Yeah, like I said, I totally apologize. No, I definitely need to. That can be tomorrow's stream. So you're doing 216 over the ground, which is pretty good here. We can actually get a little more throttle in as well. $40 to go, about 10 minutes. Since we have a pretty nice little pocket here, let's go ahead and begin our descent shortly. Yeah, nice little pocket to the right here, where that gets away from us. Let's go ahead. We'll get some manifold pressure back. We'll get some RPMs back. What's our EGT looking like? Looking good. We'll go down to probably like 5,500. I know we just finished climbing up, but the whole reason is so that we can get out of this if we need to. I don't want to get stuck above. I mean, if we do, like I said, it's fine. We have plenty of fuel, lots of options. Like, it won't be an issue, but what's the point? Why even need to, right? You can avoid it. It's the best. I'm going to stay to the right here. Just because this gives me more room from the actual looking good. He's beautiful out though. Let's see this really quickly. Oh, cool. You can see all the flaps. Max approach flaps 154. I'm at full. Huh. You can get him down all the way 154. What? I had no idea. No way. Well, I didn't know where speed flaps in that stream. That is cool. We're not going to do a touch and go. We're going to land full stop for Lauderdale. Actually going to load in the 737 BCF Boeing converted freighter. Alright, let's go ahead. We'll get some more manifold pressure out. And we're going to get some more prop out. And we're going to just descend. This thing does descend like a rock sometimes if you need it to. Like, it can get down there. Now, it's not as good as the Cessna. Of course not, but that pretty neat. Yeah, I love the Bonanza. I've just been in love flying it. Been a lot of fun. Hey, we'll go ahead and try to turn a little more direct to Fort Lauderdale if possible. At this current heading. Turn to the left slightly so we can fly through right there. We'll get under it quickly. At least that's the goal. I really like this view though. I think this view is really neat. This camera angle. I see a lot of the GA YouTube videos have an angle like this, and I think it's always so neat when I see it every time. Every time I think it's cool. But damn, that's awesome. Where you like just put the GoPro, or even when they have one like this where you can see the pilot. I should probably like turn. I wish I could have a pilot avatar in this, so you could see that. That'd be cool. All right, looking good. Yeah, we're coming down pretty nicely. We get the oxygen on. We'll enrich the mixture as we're coming down. I want it excessively lean. I'll just make sure they're full for right now. It'll be excessively rich, but that's okay. It'll help cool the engine a bit. You can see the temps will start coming down as you're seeing right now. Temps are coming down. Now you can slip this plane. Really, it's erratic when air conditioner is on. That's cool. I want to see that happen. Put the AC on. Yeah, look at that. When AC is on, that is pretty neat. Let me see. I don't think I have to turn the blower off with it, but do it. Like there's a horse track down there. Check. We're gonna go down a little lower. We're down to 2,500. And let's go procedure. Get Fort Lauderdale open. Uh, 340, so approach. Really want to be landing 28 right, so that's over the ocean. So let's go ahead and get select approach. ILS 28. Go 28 right. Vectors. Activate. Yes. We need GPS guidance. It should set the frequencies for us, but if in case it doesn't, we say 28 right or 28 left. But it does. Direct buzzy. Vaccinate. Execute. Activate. Go flight directors on. Nav on. Vertical speed engage. Down 1,000 feet per minute. I'll get the flight directors on. We'll go ahead and pick up an instrument flight plan for Fort Lauderdale because I doubt they'd want to put us. Honestly, you know what? No, they'd probably put us in a visual. Let's be real. Let's be real. They'd probably put us in a visual. They'd be like, yeah. But I haven't flown ILS in this plane, so I kind of want to as well. Yeah. Since we're on a visual, we'll go down to 3,000 feet. What is Snape? Snape is 2,000. We'll go down to 2,000 feet. Down to 2. Gauge down 1,500. 1,000 feet per minute. Down 1,000 feet per minute. I don't know. What do you guys want me to fly? The visual or what for Fort Lauderdale? Should I fly the visual? Great, right? Let me know. $20 miles. No Snape. Check one to go. Go ahead and get the prop back in. Manifold pressure in. Like flight directors off. Do you guys want flight directors off? Just raw approach into Fort Lauderdale, or do the ILS approach? I don't even know how to do the ILS approach. That's the real question. Let's set. That's correct. You set course for 276. Don't symbol. Select altitude here. Oh wait, we're going down to 2,000, not 2,500. Yeah. Okay, we're fine. West, so 275, 276. Set. Good. And leveling out here for 2,000. It could be fun to fly the ILS. So I expect them to be like, oh, fly over the beach here. They cut us over to the left. I'll just fly over the beach. You don't mind. Coming down to 2,000. We'd have to be on our A game. We know. Goofing around. So how far is Grand Bahama from here? That could be another stream as well, flying to Grand Bahama. This kind of dang. Damn, son. Way out there. Those buildings. Yes, they are. 1 second, guys. Let me fix something really quickly. Go ahead and just dynamic settings off. Hey there, pal. Let's get the dynamic settings off so that our building's actually loaded. It's the photogrammetry is peak right there, but whatever. This Opalaka we're flying over? Not Opalaka, Pompano, that's right, Pompano Beach. Opalaka is towards Orlando. But, Pompano Beach. Steve-O. Steve-O! Where's Steve-O at? Steve-O! Steve-O on Kaniva. Love it. Cruise cutting around here. Getting around. Cutting it up down here, South Florida. We'll go ahead and switch our tanks back over to the right side. Start burning the right here. We'll switch it one more time before landing. I wonder how many hours I've done this plane since I've had it. What's it say in the TAC? 9 hours already. Nice. The difference between the 9 hours in this and like 9 hours in like the 777. 9 hours in the 777, you load in, you're just flying, right? You maybe I hand fly it out to like 10,000, 13,000, 777. Usually past 10. Take the autopilot off at 18. All right, so I get like maybe 45 minutes of hand flying. This, you got to be on top of it the entire time. Like you can't really leave it. Or it does some silly crap and crashes. And like you got to flip the tanks every 30 minutes. I mean, you got to watch it, not just to sit and leave. Go down, Snape. Professor Snape. Taking the Philosopher's Stone. Awesome. By the way, since we're on the IFR, we got to go ahead and, first of all, get that cavity out. But second of all, we need to set our spot code 3456. Let's see, over here. 3004. Let's fix that. 3004, about there. Let's go ahead and climb back up. We adjusted it. We adjusted a while ago, that's okay. Yeah. 8 miles. Snape, 2,000 feet. Looking good. I don't know how many GA they get into here, but that's okay. Looking good. Yeah, it's been a great flight so far. Wow, down there. A little bumpy. A little choppy here. Look at all this apartments, hotels, timeshares. They got it all. Like I said, we'll go ahead and stop here. We'll stop at Fort Lauderdale. That's another great question. First, look at the go-around procedure. Go-around. Tell me how to make a right turn. Go to hook. That's a great question. Yeah, we got a ramp. Direct. Activate. Direct Snape. Looking good. Get closer within Army approach mode. Really don't like how that wind influence feels. It doesn't feel like it does in real life. Maybe I just don't notice this, but when I fly the Cessna in real life, I've never had the controls. Like, now I felt the wind trying to blow it before, but it's not, I've never felt, yeah, maybe I have on the ground, but in the air, I never really feel like the air pushing the elevator, like trying to pull it back or push it forward. Now I felt the ground, where the wind really tries to slam the elevator, but never really in the air. I'm gonna pay attention to that next time I fly, but never really in the air. So once it starts coming alive, we'll go ahead and make the right-hand turn on the glide. I have to send to catch it, but we'll be fine. Let's get that prop back to 2,500 RPMs. Which actually, I think you're supposed to have manifold pressure up, not that high, not that fast either. You're only supposed to add it slowly, but get the prop back. I think that's what you want back. Still new to fixed flying, pitch, fixed pitch. Alright, let's start the right-hand turn to get on to the localizer. We just overshot it. Okay, so I really thought it was going to catch the localizer for me, but guess no. Yeah, approach mode just kicked out. We'll go approach. Really blew that one. Nice job. Whoops. North south. Comes in really fast. Really, really fast. 3 minutes of runway. Don't see it. Still trying to come around. I should be honestly lined up with 28 left. Again, I don't see the runway. Runway in sight. Go ahead and begin our descent. Let's get manifold pressure back. Let's get the prop back. I'm gonna go gear down. We're at the gear maximum gear extension speed, so let's get the nose up a little bit. Didn't exceed the gear speed, but we were close. Go flaps approach. Good God, my dog just farted. Come on. I'm trying to get on the ILS approach here. Over here. Stinking it up. What's the maximum? Yeah, it's 124, right? Yep. So we'll go flaps full. Honestly, we should just jump over to 28 left. Honestly? Yeah. We'll just jump over to 28 left. We'll get off the ILS. We're a bit high here, but that is no issue. We can get down pretty quick here. Since we have gear and full flaps out. Look at that. We will sink down like a rock. We'll go ahead and start reintroducing some prop here. Okay, so maybe that wasn't airflow return I was doing that. Maybe that was just lag. Then because that doesn't feel good either. We'll see if that happens. I think that was just the stutter. Like a big stutter by it. We'll see, alright. Yeah, those two were just really big stutters. The stutters are because, yeah, I hate to pause it on approach, but let me just turn dynamic settings back on. Makes it kind of look a little weird, but it makes it really smooth. Makes the game smooth like butter. Butter. Okay, let's get that throttle back. There we go, we're getting onto the slope here so we can pitch for our speed. Trade some of our speed for altitude here. Good. He's coming back in. A bit trim up here. It looks like we have a pretty nice right to left crossing, which is what we were expecting. A little low. The power lines. And the runway main. Good. He's looking fine. Go ahead and aim in for those numbers. Holding her off, holding her off. Buttery smooth. In that right wing, holding our nose back. There we go. Go ahead and get off. To the right. That's not an exit. Okay. I don't really know where that was going, but we'll get off to the right here. Buttery smooth landing. Thank you, Aviation Geek. I appreciate it. To get off, holding that nose back. Don't want it to get too crazy. A little bit of a taxi here today, but that's okay. Wait till we get clear of the active. Clear the active. We're gonna go strobe light off. Let's get the landing light off. We don't need taxi light on. Psh, YOLO. So, flaps coming up. Yep. We're landing. Oh, check this. Landing gear. Gliding and taxi lights off. Flaps are up. Trim tab is at 0. Okie dokie smoky. Finally, I'll flap. Whoa, open. Flap open. Cool. Yeah, once we got the... Yeah, I guess I just won't turn dynamic settings off. Once we got that off, back off. Back on, actually. Great. Inset. That's what we're texting. That's gonna be a slight tailwind. We're gonna actually be a slight headwind right now, so we'll winds. Let's see, what was that landing rate? Landing rate was 53. Nice. That's destination. Whoop. Not sure we're taxiing. Peace. Yeah, thank you. So let's see. The very nice flight. 2 different destinations. And once we go ahead and post up here. How long have we been shooting for? An hour and 22. Wow. We've been flying for about a little over an hour and 10 minutes. Cruising around, kicking around our hometown. I think we're supposed to cut over to the right here. I know we're all over the place on the ground. I'm trying to figure out where we're going. I think we can park over there. I don't really know what it is, but I think we can park over there. Yeah, these are hangars over here, so we can park over here. If it's wrong, do me. Beautiful plane. I figured it wasn't working. Back on that taxi line here. There we go. Just snagging a couple screenshots, maybe for another thumbnail I need. Well, that didn't work at all. Stay on that sound, please. Or the thumbnail, possibly, like I said. That's fine, close enough. Pulling that nose back so it doesn't drop once we come to stop. Coming around, keep coming around. I know the AC door is extended, that's the point. Clear left, clear right. Go ahead and get off to the right. And we'll post up on the left side over here. I'm going to stop over here. Alright, come to a stop. We will set the parking brake. We're going to go avionics off. AC off. We're going to go mixture and prop full off. once the prop comes to a stop, and only once it comes to a stop. All right, we're gonna go mags off. We're gonna go alternators off, battery off. Good. We can go ahead and put the control lock in. We can go ahead, step out of the plane. Put our chocks on. Let's go ahead and close this door. Close the door. Get our engine covers on, and finally, PETA cover. And just like that, welcome into Fort Lauderdale. So let's take a look at what we did today, and then we can go ahead and get you there. Nope. Complete now. All right, so our flight took off from Fantasy of Flight. I don't know. Came all the way over Lake Okeechobee. See, nice landing there. The grass strip, came around, back through, climbed up to about 15. Actually, I'll put the 3D model on so you can see. We can throw the satellite on as well. So you can see fairly low throughout most of the flight, and then once you got out. Oh, 1 second, get ready. I'm gonna go preset. Go preset. Cool. Awesome. So then once we took off, we climbed pretty high, but then it was pretty low over the ocean. Jacked up the ILS, so we took 2.8. Back in. All right, let's go ahead and get some replays going, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. We might do another 737 flight tonight. Quick little, might do some Nashville flying, short little Nashville flight. We'll see. And yeah. So for the replay, just gotta get the engine fire back up. Let's get this. Okay, let's enter the cockpit. Get control lock off. Just do a quick start. All right. Battery master on. Alternators on. Boom. Boom. Cool. Ox pump high. It was just run. And once the top peaks out, just a slight crack. Clear. Come on. There we go. Very good. Get throttle up to 1200 RPM. Get our door closed. The landing light on. Alrighty then. We come out. Let's watch this landing. Nice and smooth. Fairly nice landing. I'll take it. With a weird tree, so. Alright, everybody. Well, after this replay, this will probably be it for me. I'm 737 Sim Pilot. I'm glad you guys chose to fly with me today, and hopefully I will see you guys next one. Hopefully another 737 stream tonight. It'll be a short one, but should be good. See ya. See ya.